Welcome to
will
KSU
follow.
Nation. Welcome to KSU Nation. I'm Stevie B.
And we are live, and I'm Kenny G.
Yeah, he said he was ready to go live. So I clicked the go live button. He told me to take the lead. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking the lead here, Kenny.
Take the lead.
Jesus, take the wheel. We are doing our Big 12 bowl projections for 2025. As I have up on my phone, the final CFP ranking show prior to conference championship Saturday coming up. Kenny, let her know about what they need to do if they want to support us before we get into it.
Oh, I could take it from here, Steve. So, guys, if you would like to support this channel, there are many ways to do that. We have memberships. We've got the like button. We've got the sub button. We got the super chat button. Man, we've got you could just even leave a comment, or you can just share the video if you're watching after. If you're watching this not live and you thought, man, this is some good freaking content. I want to share this dang thing. Share it to your Facebook pages, whatever pages that you share your social media stuff to. Go ahead and do that. Other than that, Steve, I got nothing. It is your show, and I'm gonna chime in whenever I feel like.
What's up, Matthew? How you doing, man? First up, Houston has jumped into the rankings at number 21 at 9-3 in the Big 12, baby. You know who else has jumped up in the rankings? They went from 25 to number 18. We have Arizona Wildcats, 9-3, number 18 in the country.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought that?
Well, we know we have 3 more Big 12 teams coming up here. So already 2 in the first 10 that they have revealed, 16 through 25, Kenny. Houston 21, Arizona 18. I feel like it's well-deserved, man. Well-deserved for those 2 teams.
Yeah. I agree, man. Honestly, Arizona, what a massive turnaround. Like, we thought they had a little rough start, but then they finished really strong. Ended with a 5-game winning streak, Steve.
Utah has dropped 2 spots to number 15. They really don't want to get more Big 12 teams into the CFP, dude. I don't understand it. Vanderbilt is above them now. Vanderbilt, shout out a former student of mine, wide receiver, their slot receiver, Trey Rich. He is on that team. They're number 14, 1 spot ahead of Utah. I know that Utah has not played well the last 2 games. I know that. But if you look at the overall body of work, 10-2, I feel like they should be way higher than 15, man. I just do. They're about to show number 13 here in just a second. We are going to get into our Big 12 bowl projections here shortly, but we have to live react. Texas has moved up 3 spots to number 13. They're trying to get as many SEC teams into the CFP, man. This is ridiculous. I hate it. I hate it, dude.
Yeah. I made a comment to you, Steve. If it was Texas Tech and Colorado both at 11-1, I guarantee you both of those teams would be ranked in the top 10.
Absolutely. So what you're saying, they have the Dion effect, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about selling tickets. Eyeballs need to be on the screen, and Dion is the one that's in all these freaking commercials. Dion is always talking on the podium and stuff like that. It's everybody is always talking about Dion. So if it was Colorado at 11-1 versus Texas Tech at 11-1, we'd have 2 Big 12 teams in the college football playoff without question. It wouldn't even be questioned.
I agree. They're about to reveal number 11. BYU is number 11 in the CFP rankings. I saw it today on the old Twitter machine. BYU being number 11 is the lowest ranked 11-1 team from a power conference this late in the season ever, Kenny. This late in the, that pisses me off, honestly, man. And you said it, man. If they had a different logo on there or a different coach, which, by the way, Kalani Sitake is staying at BYU. They're going to pay him $9 to $9.5 million per year to stay at BYU. But yeah, I agree, man. This is ridiculous what they've done to the Big 12.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for BYU, right? What a great coach. But honestly, we kind of knew. we kind of knew that he was going to stay. He has worked his way up. He is a program guy. Like, he has been there since, like, I mean, he's been at other programs too, but he has worked his way through BYU's program to get to where he's at. And he's got a ton of respect from a lot of coaches here in the Big 12. I think he feels good in the Big 12. I feel like he enjoys being a winner in the Big 12.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's hit a couple comments here as I do the rest of the top 10 here. Built Different is the best, and KSU is the best, better than Washburn. I would hope so. Washburn's Z2. Thoughts about the Built Different, the newest EP from Ken Savvy?
Yeah, man, appreciate that. My new songs, my new EP with 4 songs on it. Built Different is one of them, but that's also the title of the EP. Yeah, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you giving it a listen, and I appreciate the kind words, of course.
Utah has regressed offensively. Okay, so someone commented on our last video. They corrected Kenny. They have not scored more than 20 in every game because they lost 34-10 versus Texas Tech.
No, I think I said other than that, but maybe.
Yes. Other than the Texas Tech game. 9 million is definitely more than I get paid by the district. That is for sure. Okay, Kenny. I'm assuming I'll say it when it gets up here. Texas A&M dropped to number 7. Wow. They dropped 4 spots. I'm assuming Texas Tech is going to be number 6 or number 5. Number 6 is Ole Miss. So
yeah,
they might move into the top 4.
I think they might be either 4 or 5.
I think they'll be behind Georgia. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. I mean, Georgia barely beat Georgia Tech. And
it's kind of impressive to see a team only allowing 100 points total in the regular season.
I mean, that's insane, dude. That's absolutely
How many did Georgia? Can we look that up really fast?
Yeah.
How many did? I'm going to look it up real quick.
Yeah,
Georgia.
I mean, I can tell you if you just give me a moment.
I'm looking at it right now.
Georgia gave up 175 points in conference, 200 overall. Texas Tech gave up 100 in conference, 135 overall. Texas Tech is number 4, baby. Let's go.
That's awesome.
Georgia's number 3. Oregon's number 5. So all of those teams moved up 1 spot. And then obviously Indiana and Ohio State are number 1.
A lot of respect given to the Big Ten this year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious the Big Ten has won the college football playoff twice. 2 years in a row. And it's looking like it might be another Big Ten team. But if you're a Texas Tech fan or a Big 12 fan, you're rooting for Texas Tech to make some waves this year. I think Texas Tech is that team. We saw what Arizona State almost did to Texas last year. Who knows what they would have done against Ohio? I mean, it probably wouldn't have been pretty, but I think Texas Tech is good enough to size up against any team in the playoff right now.
I agree. I don't know about that. We'll see. I don't know about that. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh man, what did I say? There was a picture I had sent you, Steve. And it's in regards to K-State. Oh wait, no, never mind. I didn't send it to you, but I know. Hold on, I'll take a snapshot and send it to you. It came from the Wildcat Unfiltered. Here we go.
My God,
I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it to you right now. Wildcat Unfiltered Facebook page, which is kind of an unhinged Facebook page. Sometimes, what is this?
They're talking about playoff resumes. They have number 9 Alabama, number 10 Notre Dame, and number 12 Miami. Not number 11 BYU. They skipped number 11 to go to 12. Like, come on, dude. Like, ESPN, stop showing your bias. That is ridiculous, dude.
I can't. Where's Brett Yormark at?
He talked about it the other day. But like it was just like a Zoom call. I mean,
I
it's
sent you a
yeah. I'm
photo.
gonna look at it here in just a second. Let me look real quick. Okay.
It's actually really interesting. Not like it really matters.
Oh, you want me to pull it up real quick and put it up on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like it really matters. It's a little bit of a yeah, I'm so tired. CR Grand, our only channel member, has made his presence known. I am so tired of the SEC brand bias. This playoff has been nothing but watching a propaganda machine try to convince us Notre Dame and the SEC is the best thing made on this planet. Puke emoji. Well, it's not just SEC and Notre Dame, but like they have a huge bias on the Big Ten. They got Oregon, Indiana, and Ohio State in there. All top of the leaderboards there. But yes, I mean they obviously think that a 2-loss SEC team is much better than a 1-loss Big 12 team, even though that 1 loss came by the hands of the number 4 ranked team. And the losses that the SEC has are worse. Way worse.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous, dude. It's just stupid, man. Like all it is like it would be the same. It'd be the same or probably worse if it was K-State. Like I will say though, nothing's changed. Like it for K-State in the BCS era, we knew K-State would have to go undefeated to play for a championship. Like that was obvious. And even then, it was probably unlikely, right? To get into the playoff, K-State's never going to get an at-large spot. Like that is never ever been a thing. Like K-State was even ranked high enough, but then they jumped someone else up higher to get them into a at-large spot when it was just like other bowls like the Sugar Bowl.
Oh,
and all that.
didn't that happen to TCU?
Happened so many times.
It happened to TCU in 2014. It happened to
TCU and Baylor. They were in a spot.
They won their games.
Mm-hmm.
They won both of their games and they moved them back.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Austin Patman.
Yep. Big follow on the Twitter machine. Great guy. Bama going to get in no matter what happens Saturday. What a shame. I agree. It's ridiculous. I'm going to pull in hard for BYU so that way we can get 2 teams in.
Oh, that would make the CFP explode. That would make the committee go absolutely insane.
Oh, I know. I agree. Okay, so here's what you sent me. This is active 6+ wins, meaning bowl games. K-State. You go ahead and break it down. This is yours that you sent me. I did see it though.
Yes. Okay. So this was on Wildcat Unfiltered Facebook page. This is not my post. I just saw it. I didn't realize this, but active 6+ win season streaks, right, in college football as of right now. So teams that have made a bowl game, how many seasons in a row have they made a bowl game? K-State and Texas Tech are there at 5 seasons in a row. No one's made it 4 seasons in a row. Iowa State solely at 3 seasons. Arizona State, BYU, and TCU have only 2 seasons in a row. That's basically this season and last season. And then the bottom row is just 1 season. Either it's just this season. Basically, they made a bowl this season, and then the last is obviously a team that has lost the streak. This year.
They're not going to a bowl game this year.
Yeah, and I think the reason why somebody made this is because Chris Kleiman has been under such heat by the fan base, and this is obviously a
rightfully so, though. Let's be honest, and that's a whole other topic, and we can talk about K-State later. But yeah,
but this is this is obviously a supportive fan who wanted to point out the fact that K-State is in its 5th year in a row going to a bowl game. I know bowl games don't matter anymore, or they matter very, very little. but it's still something that you can say, hey, look, K-State is among one of two teams that is in a 5-game streak of going to a bowl game,
Yeah.
and or 5-year season, whatever, 5-season streak. And even like I think the last what was it, Steve? We had made it to what was that crazy stat? It was like 17 out of 17 seasons we've made it to basically like
since 2010 we've made it to a bowl game every year except for 2.
Yeah.
So we're 13 out of the last 15 years.
Yeah, there you go. 13 out
14 out of the last 6, 14 out of the last 16 actually. So
yeah. And that's pretty good. I mean, I know a lot of people our age are not going to remember the early 80s K-State teams. I mean, even
only one made it to a bowl game prior to Bill Snyder. Only one.
And so obviously, like, a lot of the people that are much older than us are like, man, you kids really are spoiled.
We are.
And you're demanding way too much out of this. Like, K-State is still doing really well considering where K-State used to be 30 years ago. But at the end of the day, this is almost like a completely different game at this point. There is so much money poured into this sport, and when you've got millions upon millions upon millions of dollars, it's not like it used to be. It's not like you're building kids from Kansas. You find some gems that, like, some diamonds in the rough around the local areas of Iowa, Colorado, Kansas. Like, you're getting kids from California, Florida. You're getting them from all over the place.
Yep.
And you're paying them high dollars. Like, this is almost like semi-pro football, basically.
It is. It's amateur football.
And so basically, yeah, like we expect a lot because Bill Snyder did an amazing job building this program and giving us the culture and giving us the fan base to be excited about this. I mean, before him, like, it was horrible to watch K-State. And then he gave us like winning teams, and his first Big 12 title to his second Big 12 title is a massive gap. Okay. It was a huge gap between those two titles.
It was 9 years. Yeah.
And Chris Kleiman hasn't even coached for 9 years yet.
Well, and what's funny about it is that he didn't coach for 3 of those seasons during that 9-year difference. So,
well, but he also coached a lot of seasons before his first one.
I agree. He played in 2 Big 12 title games before finally winning one. And the one he did win, they were massive underdogs, but they ended up winning by 4 touchdowns. So should we get, we've been talking about this for a while. Should we get into our Big 12 bowl projections?
Yeah. I'm excited to see where you take this, because this is part of the show that you've kind of created. And yeah, let's see what you got here, man.
Well, we had such a big reaction to it last year. I think it was like our 3rd or 4th most watched video on our channel. And so I was like, you know what, let's go again for 2025. Big 12 bowl projections. Kenny, there are 10 Big 12 bowl teams here in 2025. That's pretty good. And here are some of the bowls that teams can go to: CFP, Las Vegas, Pop-Tarts, Texas, Alamo, Sun Bowl, Holiday, and a couple more as well. So let's get
Tony the Tiger Bowl.
That's a Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. So I guess we have to say they're not paying us, but I guess we could say the sponsor. Let's get right into it, Kenny. First team up, obviously we have to talk about Texas Tech. They're 11-1, 8-1, newly number 4 in a CFP rankings as of today, December 2nd, 2025. They're about 2 touchdown favorites against BYU on Saturday. Everyone is projecting them to make the field regardless. That's why I said I personally am going to be polling for BYU so we can get 2 teams in. Everyone's thinking they're going to go to the Cotton Bowl. One person at ESPN says the Orange Bowl. Let me check. I have one other source here I'm looking at. They have Texas Tech playing an Orange Bowl according to what was at the USA Today. USA Today has Texas Tech playing Oregon in the Orange Bowl, but most of them have them playing in the Cotton Bowl, which is what I think would be best for the Big 12, having another Big 12 team, a Texas team playing back in Texas, the same stadium they're playing in on Saturday in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. I'm projecting them to go to the Cotton Bowl, Kenny.
That would be great. I agree with everything you just said. That would be so good for the fans. It would be good for TV also to have them have a Texas team playing in Texas at a bowl game, a big bowl game. And Texas Tech's on fire this year. This is their year without a doubt.
So they actually need to win to be in the Cotton Bowl or one of the other CFP bowl games. Otherwise, if they lose, they would either be playing on the road or at home in the CFP first round games, which is where I hope and pray that BYU gets in. If they win, I don't think that they would jump up, obviously, to that top 4. They would still be in the CFPs. They would probably be on the road, similar to Clemson a year ago. This is kind of the whole Clemson SMU thing a year ago, where SMU was going to get in regardless, and then they lost at Clemson. So both of them ended up playing on the road a year ago. I hope that they get into the CFPs, but a lot of people are thinking they could go to the Pop-Tarts Bowl or the Alamo Bowl. I don't think they're going to go to the Alamo, though, because they just played an Alamo Bowl a year ago where they absolutely destroyed Deion Sanders in Colorado. So I'm hoping they get into CFP. Obviously, if they win, they're guaranteed to be in there. But I actually think they're probably going to go to the Pop-Tarts Bowl down in Orlando. I think the Orlando people at Pop-Tarts, like, they would love to have a big fan base like BYU coming in to fill up their whole stadium, dude.
Dude, and honestly, I mean, the bowl logo, it kind of like looks like BYU. Like it's like
does,
BYU.
Dude.
What a perfect marriage that is. Like, honestly, look, I'm pretty sure BYU fans eat Pop-Tarts. I mean, they're good, man. So universally, like K-State played in the Pop-Tarts Bowl a couple years back. It was Avery Johnson's first starting game. And man, what a fun game that was against, I believe that was North Carolina
State.
North Carolina State. That's right. And I agree with you. I'm also going to be pulling for BYU solely due to the fact that I want more than one Big 12 team in the college football playoff. That is mainly my only reason.
Yeah.
I'm good with either result, but I do want BYU to win just so we can have 2 teams in the CFP. But I also agree with you. I think the Pop-Tarts Bowl is without a doubt the best bowl game for them if they do not end up winning.
And, I don't know the exact pecking order, and I checked another source here. USA Today is projecting them to play Miami. So, I mean, there's a bunch of different ACC teams they could play. They could play SMU. They could play Georgia Tech. They could play Miami. And if they go to the Alamo Bowl, they'd probably play USC. So there's a bunch of different teams. And honestly, all of those teams, I would definitely pick BYU to not just win, but win handily. I like them against any one of those teams.
Yeah,
I really
absolutely.
do.
Yep.
I think that'd be a great place. And normally that bowl, everyone is just in a lower bowl because normally not that many people bring a ton of fans to Orlando during Christmas time. BYU would. That whole stadium would be filled.
Yeah.
100%.
Shout out to K-State for winning the first ever Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Right. And before that, it was Camping World. But when it switched sponsors, we had the whole Pop-Tart going into the toaster. That was pretty sick, dude. That was fun.
And you ate the massive Pop-Tart at the end. This is so cool.
I wanted to go on a cruise now that the wife will want to go to Orlando Disneyland if it's the Pop-Tarts. Yeah, Disney World would be pretty sick, dude.
Dude, that would be so cool.
That would be really sick. To go to the game, go to Disney World, and then a cruise. Oh my God, dude. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing. Yeah.
Shout out to him again, CR Grant, our only channel member, who says, where is it? I'm trying to find it.
BYU is getting to the CF players. CFP players.
CR Grant is going to be at AT&T Saturday. AT&T Stadium Saturday, rooting on BYU. BYU is going to the CFP playoffs, going to be pumped after it's players going to be pumped after it's confirmed Kalani is staying. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Yeah, I mean, I think it's great for the Big 12 that he's staying. According to sources on 3, Brett McMurphy, that they are going to go 10 to $15 million over the salary cap, because there is going to be a salary cap next year, but you can go for outside sources after that. They are going to give 10 to $15 million on top to make sure they get the top talent out in Provo. Depending on where it's at, probably not though. I've only been to one bowl game. That was the Texas Bowl 2006, circa Ron Prince. Okay. Alabama loses and Texas Tech wins. Is Miami in the playoffs? Gotta hope not. Moving on. In third place, we have the Utah Utes. Everyone is projecting them to go to Las Vegas against
I like it.
Iowa, Nebraska, or Illinois.
I want Nebraska. I want Nebraska.
Dude, they think that Nebraska could get there because of their fan base. Like, they're not the next team in order for the Big Ten, but because you can pick whoever you want, obviously, right? Like, depending on who gets a pick. And they think they're going to jump Iowa and Illinois to get to Las Vegas. That'd be sick, dude. 2 red teams, 2 big fan bases. That'd be incredible.
You got the U and the N, both red. We just need a red T so it can spell out ton.
Yeah. Well, according to the USA Today, they think it'll be Nebraska versus Arizona in the Las Vegas Bowl. I'm trying to find where Utah is on this chart. It's hard to see because I can't do command.
I agree with CR Grand. I think
they think the Holiday Bowl, Utah versus SMU, according to USA Today.
What?
I don't know. Okay.
SMU would get absolutely destroyed.
They would. They will destroy any of those teams as Kyle's last game. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, everyone's predicting that Kyle Whittingham is going to retire.
Okay, so I didn't know if that was official or if he was like just
no.
Saying
it's just rumors at this point, considering his press conference against K-State and
yeah. Super emotional on that last home game.
Yep. Okay, moving on. I don't want to talk too much about Utah. I don't like them. They dropped to number 15 in the CFP rankings. Yeah. Next up, we have Houston, who finished 4th in the Big 12, 9-3, coming in at number 21 in the CFP rankings. They are projected to go to the Alamo Bowl against USC, according to a lot of people, or the Pop-Tarts Bowl, but I don't see the Pop-Tarts Bowl taking Houston over BYU. I mean,
unless BYU makes it to the CFP.
Unless BYU makes it to the CFPs.
Yeah.
Agreed. I think the Alamo Bowl would be great for Houston. It's right there in Texas.
Yeah.
I don't know how far Houston is away from San Antonio. I want to say it's like 4 hours, but still, that's way closer than Orlando. And being in Texas, that's even, the cherry on top, man.
Yeah. It's only like 4 or 5 hour drive. Very doable for fan bases out there. And then, what's funny is that they're projecting USC. Our really good buddy, his name is also Steve, big USC fan.
Yes.
But I would love to be able to watch Houston put it hurting on them because they're a Big 12 team, and I'm a Big 12 guy through and through. So
absolutely. And the USA Today is also projecting them to play against USC. That game is on December 30th. So
he said it's only 2.5 hours. CR Grand
lives in
Houston.
Okay, Houston to San Antonio is 2.5 hours. Okay, I dig it. I got family that lives in Bernie, but I didn't know how far away Houston was. I know it's a big.
Yeah, I mean,
2.5 hours, it's not bad.
I guess Houston from Dallas is a little bit further. I think is what you're thinking of.
It's like 3 hours. I want to say. I mean, depending on what part of Dallas you're talking. Arlington, actual Dallas, Fort Worth.
Either way, it's in Texas. It
is in Texas.
And it's good that it's in Texas because,
instead of being 4 states away in Florida.
So. Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Moving on. I mean, they have a hard enough time filling up their own stadium in their own city. I can't imagine they're trying to fill up a stadium out in Orlando. So,
yeah.
3.5 from Houston to Dallas. See, I was close. I've driven it a couple times. For a 10-year anniversary, we went to Galveston. So, Arizona projected to go to the Holiday Bowl against Pitt or SMU, or the LA Bowl versus San Diego State, but most likely playing Pitt in the Holiday Bowl. That is a former Pac-12 team playing an ACC team. I'm looking up when that game is. It is January 2nd. What is it doing on January 2nd? That doesn't make
Wow.
any sense whatsoever. USA Today projects them to go to the Las Vegas Bowl against Nebraska. They're projecting Utah versus SMU in the Holiday Bowl. But I would think the Las Vegas Bowl would rather have Utah being closer. But I think the Holiday Bowl would be fantastic for Arizona. I really do.
Yeah. I think maybe there's maybe DirecTV has something going on in other days. Maybe, I don't know. They want their sponsorship to be on that day. I don't know. If they're spending the money, right? Like it's you can put it on whatever day you want. So
Yeah, TV is part of it for sure.
Either way, they're projected to play Pitt. Pitt's going to get destroyed. Arizona is on a whole nother level. I mean, Pitt lost to West Virginia, for crying out loud.
For real. And that was before West Virginia was good.
Exactly.
And they weren't even good this year.
They never got good. Arizona is had a bumpy beginning, losing to Iowa State pretty bad, but then they literally picked themselves up, dusted themselves off, and went on a 5-game winning streak to end the season. So I'm just assuming that locker room is pretty high and pretty motivated to go into this bowl game and just knock. I mean, there were some really low expectations out of Arizona this year. So for them to end the season 9-3, a huge bounce back year from last year. And yeah, man, I'm excited to see what they can do. They totally proved me wrong, and I'll be the first to admit it. This Arizona team proved me wrong. I had them dead last in the preseason predictions based on what I saw last year, and they completely proved me wrong, and I'm excited for them. I am honestly excited to see them put a whooping on Pitt, man.
Everyone thought their coach might leave for UCLA because that's where he went to school, played wide receiver there. They had a great season this year, a nice bounce back year, if you will, considering what they did a year ago. But it looks like he's staying put because they went with someone else. I think they went with the North Texas head coach. But yeah, I think the Holiday Bowl would be great. Unfortunately, it is for former Pac-12 teams as of right now, though I do think that will be rolled over into the Big 12 because I love the old Holiday Bowl back in the day, man. Arizona State, K-State beat Arizona State there. K-State beat Washington there. Yeah, it was a great time back in the late 90s.
Because we were winning.
Yeah, we were winning. Moving on, we are halfway through this list, Kenny. Arizona State is projected to go most likely to the Sun Bowl versus ACC team, most likely SMU, though they could be playing Clemson or Wake Forest as well. And if they go to the LA Bowl, it could be UNLV as well. So
I love this. What an amazing marketing. You put the Sun Devils in the Sun Bowl. Like that is absolutely perfect marketing right there. No matter what happens, Arizona State needed to be in this bowl game. My heart wants Clemson to be the team that they go against.
Same.
They're just a higher caliber team. Nothing against SMU. They're really making a name for themselves. But I mean, listen, the Big 12 has beat up on SMU quite enough this year. I don't think they want another. They don't want
the games in Texas, though. The games in Texas.
They don't want the smoke, Steve. They don't want the smoke. We've already had 2 teams lay the smackdown on them this year. I'm pretty sure they're telling please don't give us another one. Don't give us another one. Let Clemson take the belt from Arizona State.
It's a 6-hour drive from Tempe to El Paso for the bowl game. If that's where they go, that's
not bad.
That's not bad at all, man.
That is not bad. That's not even LFD. So yeah, we're good.
That'd be great. Okay, moving on. Iowa State, they think they're going to go to the Texas Bowl down at NRG Stadium in Houston against either Tulane or Boise State or Missouri. I personally think they are going to go to the Texas Bowl. I've seen enough projections there, and I'll look at another place here just to be sure. Okay, so USA Today says Iowa State versus San Diego State. So it just depends on who they would play. There's an asterisk next to the SEC because if all those spots are filled by the freaking CFP, then they have to find a replacement because the CFP loves the SEC for some reason.
Yeah, but if I'm just going with what team I want Iowa State to play against in this bowl game, it's without question Missouri.
Yeah, same.
Without
Absolutely.
question, it's not even I'm not even hesitant. Old hateful eight rivals. Give me that. Give me that all day long. Like
Yep.
Missouri, old hateful eight, Big 12. I mean, this is like, this would mean something. This game would actually mean something if they got in the Texas Bowl. It wouldn't be a meaningless bowl game. This would be like, oh, it's our old rivals. We're going to beat them. Like, we need to beat Missouri. So, yeah, if it's not them, I wouldn't mind Tulane.
I think Tulane would be great, but John Summerall is gone. He's at Florida now.
Yeah, but it'd be good to see Jake Retzlaff going against Iowa State again.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so it looks like the first bowl game for the Big 12 would be the Alamo Bowl, and then second pick is a Pop-Tarts Bowl. Maybe the Alamo does not pass up. Let me go back here. Where are we at? I got to find the right. Here we go. Maybe the Alamo does not pass up BYU to get them again 2 years in a row, but they could. Pop-Tarts is second. The Texas Bowl is actually third, and the Liberty Bowl is fourth. That is odd because a lot of people are saying K-State could go to the Liberty Bowl, but actually, because they finished 6-6, they could go anywhere from the Independence Bowl to the Armed Forces Bowl to the First Responders Bowl. It doesn't look like it's going to be a great opponent. You could be playing an AAC team or a CUSA team, which your team would not be excited to play. In fact, I would most likely, considering how Chris Kleiman teams usually get up for teams that are not big name teams, I would not anticipate K-State to play well in the bowl game. I think they are going to go to the Independence Bowl against one of those teams from one of those conferences, man. But I'm not excited about it, but also at the same time, I mean, I guess you're more likely to win if you were playing a Conference USA team versus, a Big Ten or SEC team. But I'd rather play an SEC team, dude. I just would.
Yeah, I mean, I really wouldn't want to play Navy. We already had Army. I don't want to play the other.
We already lost to them in the Liberty Bowl before. We already lost to them there.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. We did.
On a fourth down halfback pass in the fourth quarter.
I just don't want to see that. Louisiana Tech is I'll be happy to go against them, or Texas State, I guess, would be fine. And just go out and I want obviously I want to win, and I want to win big. And I think this would be a great opportunity to have the young guys go out there and actually, I mean, we've kind of already been playing them. Give me Joe Jackson, for a 250-yard run, let's see it, man.
USA Today has the best projection that I've seen, Kenny. Are you ready for this? We're going to go back to the Rate Bowl, play Penn State. How sick would that be? You could win the Rate Bowl 2 years in a row, and this time actually play a big name team like Penn State, who's got its own problems right now. Fired their coach back in September.
State going against Penn State in the Rate Bowl?
According to USA Today, that's where they are projecting.
Holy smokes, that would be amazing. I would take that.
I would love that, dude.
That would have juice behind it. That would have a lot of juice because we're defending Rate Bowl champions, and we beat Rutgers for that, and Dylan Edwards set all those records. Now it's time for Joe Jackson to set all those records.
Yeah, now it's time for Joe Jackson to beat him, right?
Yeah,
that'd be amazing. That game would be on December 26th. Back down there in Arizona, playing.
So right after Christmas, basically.
Yep. That'd be pretty sick to play Penn State, though. Again, they had their own problems. They fired their coach back in, what was it, September or something like that. They never hired a new coach, even though they talked to a bunch of different ones. Signing day is tomorrow. They only have 5 recruits, Kenny. I think their AD should be fired. It's bad, dude. Their fans are pissed. Their fans are pissed, dude.
Hey, don't laugh at the Rate Bowl, Austin. I think going against any Big Ten team is going to be better than a Texas State, Louisiana Tech, Navy, right? Like,
I would love to play any big name team from one of the other conferences. I just
yeah,
would.
exactly. Exactly. And it's no offense to those other teams that were just mentioned.
No,
It's just this is all about logos playing against other logos.
that's all it
And
is. That's
and
really all it
you
is.
want the bragging rights. You want to be able to say, "Hey, we beat Penn State." Penn State
I
in a
mean,
bowl game.
yeah, I mean, this is the same bowl game K-State beat Michigan in once upon a time when we had Tyler
Yeah.
Lockett back in the day. I would love to beat Penn State. That would be amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
moving on to number 9. TCU finished right below K-State, same record in the Big 12, but a better overall record. They are projecting them to go to the Liberty or the Rate Bowl. I think
The
they're gonna,
Liberty Bowl.
I have someone else I think who's going to go to the Liberty Bowl because they are closer, and I think proximity matters because you want the most amount of fans there. We'll talk about
Yeah.
that on the next slide. But I think TCU will probably go to the Rate Bowl if K-State does not go there. They are projecting them to play against Northwestern or someone else. Let me check one other spot here really quick.
Well, so if K-State ends up getting the Rate Bowl, like let's say they get the Rate Bowl, right?
Yep.
And TCU gets the let's say they get the Liberty Bowl, or no, the other team gets the Liberty Bowl.
USA Today says TCU versus LSU in a Liberty Bowl.
Okay, so they would get the Liberty Bowl. Then I guess since the other team, Cincinnati, would they would get, I guess, the Armed Forces
or the first responders or
hey man, if you
or
lose 5 in a row or 4 in a row, whatever that is that they lost, you deserve it.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
I agree with that. But
you went on a downward spiral.
Having
K-State
said
put
that,
47 on a freaking ranked team.
I do think being so close to Nashville, I do think that they
Liberty
would pick
Bowl.
Cincinnati. Yeah, I mean they're pretty darn close, dude.
Yeah.
Compared to all the other Big 12 teams.
Is TCU a better pick for the Armed Forces? I mean, where is that located at? Independence, right? Or that's just the name of the bowl.
The Armed Forces Bowl, I'm like 99% sure, is located in their own home stadium. It is. The Armed Forces Bowl is in TCU's home stadium.
Well, that's perfect.
That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
Just give it to them.
Right. I'm checking one other.
What a massive home field advantage.
Right. Okay. USA Today says Cincinnati versus Army in the Armed Forces Bowl. So they could go a number of places: Liberty, Rate, Armed Forces, or somewhere else.
Okay.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
I know.
That wouldn't happen. That would be too OP.
Yeah.
But maybe it wouldn't be, Steve, because there was a Armed Forces team that came to a K-State game at K-State and beat them. So
that is true. It's only a 4-hour drive from Cincinnati to Nashville for the Liberty Bowl. 4 hours. That's not bad at all.
Yeah,
you could do that. You could do that in a day.
Yep, hop, skip, and a jump. You could do most of those drives that we listed in a day.
Yeah, most of them.
6 hours is not bad in a day.
I would love K-State to play somewhere in Texas, but you know, the Rate Bowl against Penn State would be pretty sick. It's not on there, but I have another sheet over here that is a USA Today picks. And
oh, hey, look at this comment that just came in.
It's official. BYU just held a press conference confirming Kalani is staying at BYU. Yeah, I heard he was actually leaning on leaving, but his players talked him into staying. And then obviously, when you have a big contract out there from Penn State, BYU is going to give him as much money as possible to keep him to stay. So I love it.
Keep in mind, from what I've heard, Penn State was his dream job.
Really? Because I thought BYU was his dream job.
No, I heard that Penn State was, in fact, his dream job. That was like where he wanted to be. Hey, but again, I think BYU is a better fit for him. Obviously, he's done an incredible job so far. He's only been the head coach for what, 3-4 years? And
not long.
Not long. And he has put up an amazing 2 seasons back to back here. So and really like at this point, this brand of BYU is off of the back of Kalani. I mean, how do
I
you
agree.
bring in a true freshman quarterback and go 11-1?
I agree.
That's coaching. That's coaching.
And that's our Big 12 Bowl projections. I'll go back through it one more time. Texas Tech is going to mean a CFP's win or lose. Most likely in a Cotton Bowl, meaning they will get a first round bye. If they win, if they lose, they'd have to have a on-campus game or go on the road. We think BYU will play in the Pop-Tarts Bowl or the Alamo Bowl, or hopefully, fingers crossed, Kenny, if they win, the CFPs. No, I think they should be in a CFPs regardless of whether they win or lose, which I hate it. I hate it. Yeah, 9 million is what is reported out there. That is correct. Utah to the Las Vegas Bowl, most likely, hopefully against Nebraska. That'd be pretty sick. Houston at home in the Alamo Bowl against most likely USC. Arizona most likely to the Holiday Bowl, probably against Pitt. Arizona State to the Sun Bowl against probably SMU or Clemson. Iowa State to the Texas Bowl. We hope they play Missouri. That'd be sick. That'd be sick, dude, as you said. Yeah, McGuire only has 7 million right now. That's crazy. K-State, there's a bunch of different bowls. It just really depends. I think they're going to go to the Independence Bowl, which was the first bowl that K-State ever went to in 1982, I believe. TCU to the Rate Bowl, but K-State could go to the Rate Bowl according to the USA Today people. They have K-State playing Penn State in the Rate Bowl, which would be pretty sick, but K-State just went there last year, so that's why they think someone else will go. TCU. And in the Liberty Bowl, we have Cincinnati playing someone. Could be LSU, could be, I don't know. It just depends. Depends on how many SEC teams wiggle their way into the CFPs. Kenny, anything else to add to this?
Nothing to add there. I actually just wanted McKinley Cutler fact checked me really good, and I wanted to actually double check and make sure that I was not spitting false claims out here. Steve, I did not realize this. Kalani's been coaching there since 2016 as the head coach.
That's amazing.
I did not know that. I thought he became the head coach recently, but evidently not. From what I heard, and of course, like, how would I have had BYU knowledge prior to the last couple years? Wasn't really following them, but from what I heard, he was a guy that, he was, didn't he coach at Utah at one point?
He did.
And then he made the move over to BYU, and he was a position coach, and then he became he was bottom of the.
I can give you the list if you want.
Okay, yeah, give it to me.
Okay, so he was a fullback at BYU in the late 90s. He was a DB coach at Eastern Arizona, then a grad assistant at BYU. Then he was a running back, fullbacks, and tight ends and O-line coach at Southern Utah. Then he went to Utah to be the linebacker coach before he became the DC for a couple years. And then he was the associate head coach at Utah as well before going to he had the same title at Oregon State when they were in the Pac-12 with, USC and Oregon and all that. For 1 year before BYU snatched him back up, said, "Let's come on home, buddy." He went to BYU in 2016. Kenny, he has 4 10-win seasons, 3 11-win seasons at BYU.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
holy crap! That guy has got a resume. Oh my god,
that's amazing. I mean, talk about a guy that put in his time and earned it. He absolutely earned it.
Oh man, yeah, he has been all over the place, man. He has definitely paid his dues.
Wow.
I think that's
amazing.
I think that's what I heard from our team's coach, Chris Kleiman. He said he has so much respect for Kalani, just because
I agree. I would love it if he left, because then that'd make it easier to beat him.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
he's saying now.
What No wonder their defense is so good, Steve. He's a
They have a
freaking defensive guru
Well,
out here.
why isn't K-State's better then, man? Why isn't K-State's better? We have a defensive head coach.
Sure. I mean, I don't know how good Chris Kleiman was. I mean, hey, look,
Chris Kleiman won a bunch of national championships at North
no.
Dakota State.
I get that. But I mean, like when he was a linebacker, or was he a linebacker? I don't know. Kalani was a linebacker for BYU.
No, he was a fullback.
Or a fullback. Gosh dang it. I didn't hear that right. Okay. He was a fullback for BYU. Chris Kleiman did not play for K-State.
He was a DB for Northern Iowa. Chris
Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, defense through and through, I guess. No, I mean, look, both coaches are great, obviously, but just Kalani has really put up an amazing resume over the last 10 years, and
he already has more 10-win seasons under his belt in the 3 years in the Big 12 than Chris Kleiman does in his entire time at K-State, which is frustrating. Yep. Frustrating for sure, but it happens. It happens. Well, Kenny, that's the Big 12 bowl projections and our CFP live reactions, man. Anything else you want to talk about? Yes, they were, but they have 11 wins the last 2 years, and Kleiman's never won 11 games.
Nope, he has never, not in the Big 12 at least.
Not in the Big 12.
Nope, I don't have anything else to say, Steve. This was a good episode. It's good to look forward to the bowl season because I mean it's always fun, and I always have a good time watching the bowls. But yeah, man, I have only a couple things left to say. Be sure to come back here at KSU Nation for our watch party. We're going to be watching the Big 12 championship game, BYU versus Texas Tech. We are going to be watching it on screen, and then you're going to be basically watching with us.
Yep.
We're not going to be able to put it on YouTube. Like, we're going to be
watching. We'll put the stats up there, but that's about it.
The stats or the game cast or something, right?
Yeah.
We'll do that, and then we'll kind of do like a play-by-play color commentating, and then so that'll happen, and then we're going to have a post-game discussion. Be sure to come back and watch that. Or if you're driving home or driving to your hotel, if you're, whatever, at the game, you're driving to your hotel, be sure to click on KSU Nation and watch our little post-game talk on that post-game discussion. I'm sure it's going to be a wild game. I'm really hoping for BYU to win.
Me too.
Subscribe, like, comment, share, do all that stuff. Send super chats, become a member. And other than that, Steve, there's only two other things left to say. Just two. Go Big 12 and go Cats.
Go Cats, baby.